Hi everyone, this is Brad from Board Game Geek. I'm here with Brian from Megacon Games. He's also the designer, or one of the co-designers of Myth. Can you tell us a little bit about how the game works?
Yeah, it's a fully cooperative game where the game reacts to what the heroes do. So as the heroes play actions, the darkness controlling the monsters on the board reacts to them. So the more heroes there are, the more heroes they act, the more the monsters fight back. It's a pretty scalable game. So if you're playing with 2 players, the darkness doesn't react as often as it does with 5 players, let's say. But then 2 players can't kill as much.
Right. So it looks like the board is made up of different tiles. Do you lay out a whole dungeon when you play the game, or how do you work it out?
No, we want this to be able to play on even a smaller table. So in a situation where you have a tile, you'll place that tile out. So we're on this tile. When we clear that tile, we can decide where to go next. And if we decide to go to this tile, for instance, we would just line this tile up. And as we move into this tile with our cards and our actions, when this tile is done, we just remove it and we just center this tile.
Are there different scenarios that are telling you which tiles to go to and things like that?
Myth does a couple things different than other games. One of which is it really shines as a free-form sandbox to play in. The heroes will create their own adventures. We can decide what tiles we go into, and as we go into these tiles, we fulfill what's on this tile based off this legend here in the corner, and we will draw a quest and populate this. We don't necessarily have to do a static quest that's pre-told. We do have pre-generated story quests, but really this is about a group of friends getting together and going on an adventure that they don't know what the end result's going to be because it's not spelled out in a book.
And you obviously don't have a dungeon master. It's all just controlled by different like AI and reactionary.
That's right. That's right. For instance, when the darkness activates, creatures like the crawlers here, they are non-intelligent creatures, so they will go after the closest person, while the grubbers here will go after the person with the highest threat. And so as each hero does something, they gain threat or reduce threat, which changes how the darkness reacts to each individual hero. And we have literally 5 to 6 more minions coming that have different priorities. And so when you put 2 different creatures on a table, you don't know how they're going to react based off of where you are, location, threat, all kinds of things.
Cool. So I know the game was on Kickstarter. It seems like it was really successful there. Can you tell us a little bit about that experience?
I tell you, the Kickstarter experience was interesting. We couldn't have done this game. I mean, there's no way we could have done this game without the Kickstarter backers and the Kickstarter program. In addition to Board Game Geek's ability to advertise and having it be a central location for us to talk about games in general. But I tell you, it allows us to put out, for the first time ever in our company's history, a year-long schedule of releases that are done. They're already done. And that's something profoundly powerful for a small company like ours. I mean, we're basically 3 people. And so to have a year's worth of releases means we have a year's worth of revenue.
So you have, sounds like expansions planned for Myth as well as Recon, I know, is going on as well.
Yeah, I mean, Recon is on Kickstarter now. I think there's 5 days left. We're funded and well into stretch goals. And we take advantage of the fact that we have a core group of people that like our stuff, and they know when they buy a game from us, the components are going to be high quality, the gameplay is going to be pretty unique and fun, and Recon's no different. And we have some Myth crossovers in the Recon Kickstarter, but really the value in Recon is the game itself. It's a pretty fun, amazing game. It's a fully cooperative game in the Mercs world, but plays completely different than this.
Very cool. So do you work with outside designers, or is most things designed in-house?
We do work with outside designers. The majority of our stuff released so far is in-house, but for instance, in the Recon Kickstarter, we have a game called Merge Conflict, which was designed by a gentleman named Andrew Meredith. It's a simple dice game, but it's fantastic fun, and everyone who's played it here at the con is excited that they're getting it because it's a part of the Recon Kickstarter as well.
Cool. Well, thank you so much. It sounds like a really great game, and it sounds like you guys have a great year planned. So, thank you.